And so he's going to be exposed to it. So shouldn't he know that it exists and know that this is gay and this is what gay is? Just like you have to have if you have the sex talk with your child, gay needs to be included in it because
ask the streets,
ask the streets, ask the streets.
I like that one.
You don't want smoke, get all white. Yeah, your girl knows. Ye all night, pop 'em like so. Plug phone lit, I guess he whippin' yo. Loud black smoke. You don't want smoke, get all white. Yeah, your girl knows. Ye all night, pop 'em like so. Plug phone lit, I guess he whippin' yo. Fresh head toe.
Alright, we're gonna do it like this. I'm in the building with the beautiful Shu Lewis. And today we got a topic that you know, I've never done this type of conversation before, type of interview rather. So we gonna talk about being gay in the black community, the black conscious community. You say it like that?
black conscious. I don't like woke. Conscious.
The black conscious community. And yeah, so we just gonna basically be having a conversation. So you know, talking to us, Sue, how you doing? What's
Hey, let's get to it.
Introduce yourself to the people.
Okay, so I'm Shu Lewis, and I live on the very west end of Inglewood in Chicago. Even though I'm from the suburbs, I like living in my community and having access to things that I need in my community. As far as being a black woman, we need our black girl shit. We need beauty supply stores, you know. Right. I don't want to have to travel the earth for some chicken. I mean, so also when I play my music loud, I'm not getting crazy looks from my neighbors. So
right. So it's all good. So let's I guess I'm gonna start. How do when being gay in the conscious community, how do people treat you for the most part?
Well, I have the straight passing privilege, so I don't look gay.
Okay.
With black people, they tell me I don't look gay, or it's always sometimes it's what happened to me. You know, there's always a reason behind it, a motive behind being gay.
Okay.
Outside of my community, it's okay, it's regular life.
Well, is there a motive behind your being gay?
No. I remember I went to see New Jack City with my parents. I'm that old.
93?
And the girl, E-Money's girlfriend, it was New Year's Eve, she was dancing. The scene where she was dancing after the New Year's party.
Okay.
And Nino was looking at her, and I'm looking too. And then I think that was my first gay memory.
That's your first gay memory?
My first gay memory.
And how old were you then?
I think I had to be 8. If it was 93, like 8 years old.
Okay, and let's deal with that. So do you think you was born gay? Do you think that's what happened, or do you think you learned that's what you like?
I was definitely born this way. I was never around gayness. I come from a Christian family. I knew what gay was because I was an intelligent child, and you know, you can't escape it. It's on TV and everything. But I was not molested. You know, there was nothing unnatural about my being. It wasn't a decision, and it was actually something that I tried to deny.
You tried to deny it?
I tried to deny it.
Well, because I mean, like, how do it's hard to say, like, because when you do, explain what you mean when you try to deny it.
When I would like a girl, even in 4th, 5th, 6th grade, even in high school, I didn't tell people. I mean, a couple of my friends knew.
And so what's liking the girl, what did that mean, though, at that point?
I had a romantic attraction to her, whether it was because she was pretty or smart.
So are you grossed out by men?
Absolutely not.
So what? I mean, you just weren't attracted to men?
Yeah, I don't have a sexual attraction to men at all. Some men can be very handsome. It's some fine men out here, okay? I tell my friends I am gay, not blind.
Okay, I like that.
But as far as I want to sleep with them, absolutely not. Sometimes I wish I can look like them because I know they getting pussy. I want to be them.
Okay, so now do you agree that there's a gay agenda going on?
Yes, I do.
So how do you deal with that in the black, as far as being black and conscious? And what do you say about that?
I mean, I do believe that there is a gay agenda, and when people speak on it, it is not homophobic. We are articulating what is going on.
Right.
What's
the gay agenda then? Yeah,
the gay agenda is, for example, when there are different commercials or even advertisements, if it's 3 couples or 3 families, they would show a white family, traditional mom, dad, child.
Right.
The black families are usually the ones that are kind of like non-traditional, okay? So before it was always the black single mom, okay?
Right.
You know, they were pushing that welfare queen agenda back then, but now it'll be that same commercial. Will be maybe 2 moms, interracial moms. Also in a lot of our media, our music. What was that show? Empire.
Okay.
So I never watched Empire before.
I never watched Empire.
I never watched it before. I understand that there is a gay character.
So it seems like it's. So you saying that's a good thing though that you starting to see more gay activity on TV, or is it?
So there should not be an agenda, because in these new white shows, okay, or white celebrities, they don't feminize the men.
No, they don't.
They don't feminize the men. So I'm gonna keep it real. They don't buck break the men, okay? So our Terry Crews, okay, in order for him to be successful, there's a certain way he has to act.
He had to put on the skirt, didn't he?
Put on the skirt.
He was at the the Expendables. He just decided to come out there in a whole dress.
Did he really do that?
He came out. I don't know what made him do it, but he.
For the money.
But all the white guys was in suits, looking professional.
Okay.
And he came out and basically looking in drag in a miniskirt.
For what?
That's what I'm saying.
And isn't that like a very masculine?
Was that? Would you say that was his idea to just do that, or do you think somebody put him up to that?
I think somebody put him up to it, and he agreed.
Okay.
He's a football player.
He's a football player.
You know,
big, strong dude too, right?
Yeah, but not necessarily just. So we have non-black American. We have a lot of black foreign actors. Okay, great actors. You know, they could not get work where they were at. I don't really see them being feminized. Idris is not being feminized.
Right.
What's the brother that played in Get Out?
Okay.
Yeah.
Daniel something.
Yeah, he's not being feminized. You know, when are we going to have another Denzel Washington, Samuel L. Jackson,
Right.
Morgan Freeman?
Right. Yeah. It's like that's a good question. That's not foreign, right? That's a black American.
That's a black American.
And so okay. So you think they feminizing the black man? That's for sure what you're saying. That's what's going on.
Yes, I do. I can see it because it's consistent.
It's consistent.
I mean, there are gay people everywhere in every ethnic, but what's being pushed, what seems like there's a corporate push, is the feminized American descendant of slave black man.
You know what? It's been some things about like it's a Mambler group I heard of, right? And they dealing with pedophilia.
Okay.
Do you think they were born that way?
Pedophiles?
Yeah.
I do.
You think pedophiles?
I think some pedophiles are born that way. They got some fucked up wiring, okay? And I also do think that
Well, we can't say that if they born that way. We can't say it's fucked up wiring.
they were born with fucked up wiring.
Now how you gonna say they born with fucked up wiring?
Because they're pedophiles.
Okay. I mean, I would agree, but I don't think they. I think they learn what they like, and then they just stuck. I think people. I'm willing to say, as a straight man, that I learned to be straight. I don't think I'm scared of that. I'm scared of the idea of people saying that they was born anything, because anybody can say that at any given moment, and because it's almost like how we would say, how the black community would say that they don't agree with the gay community standing on the shoulders of civil rights.
I don't agree either.
But the civil rights door was open, right? And so once discrimination is talked about in laws, there are discriminations against gay people that happened in this world. So
yes,
that they stood on those shoulders. So if we saying people born a certain way, anybody can come in and say, hey, you know what, it's true, I like your cat. I was born your cat. And the law said, you know what I'm saying, you can't deny that because I was born this way. Now, I mean, like, don't you think it'll eventually get to that point? Like, seriously?
I do feel that just because you were born a pedophile does not mean you have to act on it. And not all pedophiles were born pedophiles.
I feel you on that, but then that's asking people to act against their nature. Right?
Act against their nature. We have laws, and the reason why black people were not allowed to read was because this is a fucking racist ass country, and we know why blacks weren't allowed to do certain shit. Okay, and blacks being able to have equal schooling, that's not hurting anybody. But somebody fucking your daughter, your 2-year-old daughter, that's a problem. It's unnatural.
Or your 12-year-old daughter.
Or your 12-year-old daughter. Get you a 19-year-old and dress her up.
I forgot it's not pedophiles for people who like the preteens. There's another name for it.
So there's the one that like prepubescent children.
Something of that nature. Like,
but that's not even the same conversation.
That's even worse, huh?
That's like, just like there are some people that are born psychopaths.
Okay, so so are you suggesting that gayness is a mental issue, a mental disorder?
Like I said, it's two different conversations because pedophilia is harmful to society.
Okay. And
homosexuality is not harmful to society.
Okay.
People say, so how are you gonna have kids? As if I don't have a uterus and eggs.
But do you want kids?
I do. I don't want to be pregnant and go through that. So that's why I don't want to have them, going through labor. I love the mothers. They did such a wonderful job doing it. I can't. But I mean, I would love to continue a legacy.
So when you do that, are you going to do it the natural way?
So I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
I will probably, just because I don't want to deal with hemorrhoids and shit. But
to see the beautiful magic of being a woman, it all goes back to the same.
So what I want to do is like my egg, okay?
Okay.
And choose, go to the sperm menu and choose a donor and artificially have it
done like that. A test tube.
And it has a test tube, baby, and it has nothing to do with gay and everything to do with pain.
Okay. So you saying you don't want children?
Me personally, I don't want to be pregnant and go through labor and that shit.
Deal with that. And you know what? As a man, I can definitely understand. I don't know what I would do if I had to have kids. I don't think it could happen.
Yeah.
But like, I would imagine though that the idea behind being gay, you wouldn't want children.
Why?
I don't know why. I mean, it just seemed like that's it's not a part of the program. You could if it was no like science, you couldn't do it. Without cheating yourself, without cheating, from being going over, switching over to being straight or whatever for a little while.
Loving a family and loving a child has nothing to do with straight or gay.
I understand that.
Like I want to be normal. So I want me and my wife and my child to go to Target. Mm-hmm. I want to be a soccer mom. get mad at boys when they come to the door. You know, normal shit.
No shit. And I guess I can understand that, but I never thought that. I get it. Yeah, I guess I get it. You know.
Isn't this a normal house?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever?
Come on, okay. Let me be real, Shu.
Be real.
I'm pretty conservative, right?
Okay.
But I got gay people in my family that I absolutely love to go shoot something, die for them, whatever, right? So it's not. I don't have a problem with people at all. I love people. It's just the ideas behind something I'm just a little uncomfortable with, and I'll be okay with saying that. I'm uncomfortable with some of the ideas, but I'm not like scared of nobody. So that's why he said.
Let me give you an example, right? This one brother, he's really good looking, okay? And me and my homegirl, we're talking about him. You know, I'm like, girl, his waves are, man, he got some waves. He smell good. And he got nice teeth. And she was like, ooh, girl, yeah, I want to ride his dick. I'm like, whoa, okay? I didn't even think about that part. So the thing is, a gay person, okay, cool, but you don't have to think about them fucking each other.
Right, you don't have to, and that's
you don't have to think about them fucking each other.
And that's what I'm saying. Cause see, like honestly, this is how I really feel about it. I feel like as adults, we should be able to choose whoever we want to be sleeping with, as far as that.
Other adults,
and not be judged by that. Right.
Right.
And so I do, but the same way I feel like, I think the problem is because I do also feel like there's a gay agenda. And I think they're pushing these ideas on children. And I'm not sure how I'm not comfortable with that, because I'm not comfortable with pushing heterosexuality on a little child. So I'm not. So I believe it's all learned behavior anyway. So I think you can introduce them to things.
Okay.
Because like for instance, I remember growing up, and I started liking different things, and as I got older, I like, okay, I know I like this now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I learned what I like over time. You know what I mean? And you know, I think everybody goes. I think everybody likes straight, no matter what it is. You like tall people, short people, all that. You learn all of that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So I think it's dangerous to push things on, to put ideas in people. Okay. And that's the problem.
So as far as, I do believe that children need to learn about gay. They don't need to.
At what age?
At a very young age. They need to learn that, because gay is not just, like I said, sex. Gay is also family. So some children, there's different families that come to pick up their kids from school. You have the single mother. You have the single dad. I used to hate getting asked where my father was. That's very uncomfortable.
Was your father gay?
No, where my father was. He was absent.
Oh, he was absent.
Yeah, where he was. You know, he was absent. So, I want to say that's just as uncomfortable.
Do you feel like you were unprotected by black men because of that?
That I was unprotected by black men? No, I have a lot of uncles.
Okay.
I was raised by a single mother, straight woman. But children very early on need to know that there are gay families out here, that there are going to be two dads, there are going to be two mothers, not because you want to push it on them, but shouldn't they be aware of what the fuck is going on in this world? So
I can't think they're going to see that anyway.
But they need to be educated on it. There's nothing wrong with educating them, because if you want to keep your child sheltered, you don't know what they're going to see on TV. You don't know, you're at the bus stop with your child and it's two boys kissing.
Yeah.
You know, they need to know that that's what it is. Without education, there becomes a lot of violence.
You think people gonna be violent? You think that's a black thing? Cause like, remember,
a black thing with violence.
I mean, no. As far as like being like attacking gay people.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely not. I mean, look it up. Anybody can look it up. Okay. What demographic is the most violent? Okay, we're gonna say in this country. And people that, gay people, trans people that are getting attacked, they're getting attacked by who? Not the black man, not the black woman, the white man. is the one attacking.
And so, you know, and like I say, we was talking earlier, there's always been a gay presence in the community that I grew up in. I'm talking about Inglewood. So yeah, I was saying, like, I grew up in the community. It was a good amount of gay people over there, and in school there was always a gay kid. I'm not saying he didn't get into a fight, but it wasn't like no more, or talked about, it wasn't no more than the next guy. Now if you ask me, in my real opinion, the poor kid got more fights and got talked about more than everybody because he didn't have good shoes or whatever. And that was, the gay kid was even talking on him, man. We all
yeah.
Like seriously, that's how it was. We never really expressed I hate you type of. I don't think it came off like that in the black community. That's my experience. I'm just saying, I don't think it came off like that in the black community to the point to where we can say it's very important that we feed this to the children to be humble about it, because we already was humble with it.
It's not about being humbled with it. Like I said, it can be that mother and her 5-year-old son at the bus stop, and there can be a couple kissing right then and there.
That's true.
And so he's going to be exposed to it. So shouldn't he know that it exists and know that this is gay and this is what gay is? Just like you have to have if you have the sex talk with your child, gay needs to be included in it, because it's inevitable. They're going to be around it. So where are they going to learn it from? Where are they going to learn it from?
In modern days, I guess you're right at that point, but I guess that comes with an age though.
Yeah.
So it's not so young.
Yeah, but it's like
it's to where you can talk and comprehend a conversation with the child and make a good comprehensive conversation with the child at a certain age. I'm talking like 12 and up, maybe.
Oh, that's too late. They already gay back.
But see, they know. Okay.
Because when did they start? Because they're scrolling on.
They already gay.
Honey, I was doing my gay stuff.
Wait a minute, hold on. So you gotta explain this. What you say? Gay is not just about sex. So what is gay then?
I wanted to hold hands. I wanted to send her a Valentine. I got my feelings hurt.
Oh man, and it ain't. I mean, like I don't understand what. But it got something to do with sex, though.
I mean, this was before I was sexually active.
Right. Because I guess when I was younger, a kiss was good.
You know, a little touch.
I hear your little touch and shit.
I was playing house. I was playing doctor.
I hear you on that. But
and I was the father.
You say you was the father. You was the father. Cool, baby.
Just like normal. Like it's normal as fuck.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to be a man, though, do you?
Hell no. I mean, look, the perks are awesome.
So what's the difference between
of being a man? What?
Okay, I don't know. You know, I mean, black men they don't get treated with like royalty out here nowadays, unless you LeBron.
Right.
So when you got like the LBTGF.
ABCD, all that shit.
You got all that. So now this is dealing with more than just gay. Now we talk about transsexuals, people who want to be men and women who want to be men. This is different, right?
Yes. So
is that about? So people who transition are for the most part, are they not gay?
No, they're not.
So they heterosexual, but they transition.
So I respect the trans men and women. Okay, I respect the masculinity of a trans man and the femininity of a trans woman. There's a difference between a biological man and woman and a trans man and woman. I mean, it really is.
Boxing, the women's boxing is showing you that, right?
Huh?
Women's boxing.
Goddamn, them damn women's boxing.
I can't say the name, but
I know that girl. She got her skull crushed.
Jaws and cracking skulls, and yeah, that's showing you as a clip.
Yes, right? There's been wrestling matches in high school. A couple trans women, girls, they're younger. They won the state track meet. I remember when I was like in first grade, right? I was stronger than the boys in first grade, right? about 4th, 5th grade, it was over with. They strong as hell, you know what I'm saying?
And if you beat him, he lets you.
Yeah. And there's a reason why, there's a much vast difference in like good times, quote unquote good times for races.
Okay.
You know, like the women's mile is what, like, I don't know, 5 minutes a good time. Men is 4 minutes, and you know.
As a dude, okay. Now,
There's a reason.
Ask you this question: Is it unfair to ask me to identify somebody that I know is born biologically one way as another?
Is it what?
Is it fair to ask me to identify them as that? For instance, let's use Bruce Jenner. Do I have to say Caitlyn?
I think that it's respectable.
I would rather not say it and call them at all.
Okay,
but
right.
Let's say it came down to where I had to say
You had to say
I had to address them.
I think that to be a polite person to another human being, address them how they want to be addressed. Just like that slutty ass girl that's married and she done did all types of dicks. You better respect that marriage, okay? That miss, whoever.
Okay.
You know, an example.
You respect the marriage. Yeah, right.
So,
respect that marriage.
Respect a person. Did Bruce do something to you? Why are you disrespecting
when you put
her,
it that
him?
way, when you put it, you gave the let's say the hood rats analogy. That was a pretty good one right there. Right? But see, I almost look at it almost like playing a game that I don't want to play.
Well, it's not a game because somebody, okay.
And if somebody was out, I'm just gonna be honest. If somebody out there decided to say, "Hey, today I'm a tree."
Okay. Let them be tree.
I'm gonna let them be a tree.
Let them be a tree.
I'm gonna let them be a
because
tree. But look, if I had to address them, I'm gonna be like, "Excuse me, sir."
tree. Excuse me. No, that's not. Excuse me, tree. Because you know what? Because that Mr. Tree person,
right?
You know, let's say you're working with them. You know what I'm saying? And if they ain't did nothing to you, they a cool person.
I mean,
you don't wanna.
I'm not saying they're not cool.
And you're on accident going to mispronounce their, like, you're gonna mispronounce them or misgender them. You know what I'm saying? So that happens, and trans people are very understanding when you'll
done, like,
not intentionally, and then you correct yourself.
See, I wouldn't want to be malicious with Bruce. I wouldn't want to be like, hey, malicious a little bit. But if I'm like,
hey, Bruce, calling him Bruce, like right now we're being rude as fuck. But fuck Bruce, because and I'm saying fuck Bruce because of what Bruce been doing and said.
Let's not use Bruce.
Okay.
But anybody.
Laverne Cox.
I'm gonna tell you now. If I didn't.
If you didn't know,
I would rather not have to address them, but I would be called rude or something for that. And then so now, if you want to make me address a person, I don't want to address you.
Okay, so if
I would have to call.
If you're working together, that's very rude to not. You need.
Cox, if I just say Cox, is that okay? Since I don't want to say Mr. or Mrs. Cox.
Laverne. Why don't you say Laverne? That's a unisex name.
Laverne is Laverne.
Well, why is it so hard? Well, I bet you if she had $1 million and you said, Miss Cox, I need my money.
Yeah, that would be my money. Okay. I don't want to be disrespectful, and I don't want to come off as disheartened about it either. But at the same time, I think it needs to be a line drawn, because at some point you asking people to do things that they're not comfortable with. All right, you can agree with that?
Why are you uncomfortable addressing somebody about how they want to be addressed?
I don't want to have to address you, right? So let's say I don't want to have to address you at all. I don't want to have to address you at all.
Okay.
But it comes a time where we in the same presence. We in each other's presence.
Suck it up. It's not. It's not
so
taking nothing from you.
Who gotta suck it up?
You, because it's not taking. I can see if it was taking something from you.
Okay.
You know, because there are things that us as black people, we shouldn't have to address because it's taken from us, okay? It's taken from us, but it's not doing anything to you to call them Mr. Tree or
You're right.
Whatever.
You're right on that. But it's almost a mental thing to where it's saying like
get that it's not.
Well, it's like saying I know that vacuum is purple, but I'm gonna call it green.
When your boss tell you to do it, okay, you be at work, right?
But at what point are we dealing with irrational?
It's only
thinking, and now you want me to be that way with you.
You ain't being irrational because all you're doing is addressing Mr. Tree as Mr. Tree, and that's not irrational.
Right.
Because you just saying, okay, Mr. Tree, and then it might, so now I could see if Mr. Tree one week want to be Mr. Tree, and then Mr. Acorn the next week, then Mr. Squirrel the next week. Now that could be a little, that's a little confusing,
You know what I'm saying? Okay, now you dealing with, let's deal with this. Let's deal with it. We got family members.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say my little brother decided he wanted to change gender. Mm-hmm. And all my life I've been knowing him as Jaren.
Mm-hmm. As what?
As Jaren.
Jaren, okay. And now he wants to be Jada?
Now he wants to be Jada.
So
now I ain't never called. I'm extremely. I mean, like at what point?
So basically, your brother now sister would definitely understand that she now has, she was called Jaren for 25 years. Okay.
Right.
And it's also up to her to understand that she has responsibility.
And you got peers too, though. Your peers.
They still call them. I know trans people to this day that they have supportive parents. I mean, you don't even expect your 85-year-old grandmother to just call you up and call you something different, because it is the responsibility of you also.
Right.
Disrespect is when you're being malicious, and they're being malicious. I know trans people that their family still calls them by their birth name.
Okay, and that's okay, right?
With them, because they understand.
Right.
Because it's not just you.
Well, I mean, I understand, like a stranger. For instance, like Laverne Cox. He got a real good disguise going, so I wouldn't know.
Disguise.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm not saying.
I think it's funny.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be like.
I'm laughing.
All right, okay. But but I wouldn't know that he was like automatically. That's Laverne Cox. That's the man. I wouldn't know. So I mean, like, if in passing, I would be like, I'm sorry, man. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I mean, just.
And everybody go on with their life.
And everybody going with their life, right? Now, but now, if I'm in the room and then Laverne Cox walks in the room,
and
now I know and it's confirmed.
Okay.
I mean, like now.
So you're gonna have thoughts running through your mind? What, you gonna be imagining a big dick?
No, I ain't imagining nothing. It's just.
You're gonna be like, you're gonna say, "Oh, thank you, Miss Cox."
Is that the proper thing to do?
Just like, thank you, ma'am. How about ma'am?
Is that like me playing crazy though?
No, that's you playing respectful to another human being.
I get that, but do you understand what I'm saying about?
You do things you don't want to do all the time. Your boss is racist. And you still gotta show them respect, Mr. This, Mr. That. Mm-hmm. And that takes a lot of energy, in my opinion. Okay. To be very polite to somebody who is horrible to you. But then, a perfect stranger, please call me this. Then, I mean, like, okay.
You should better respect that.
Yeah, like a person.
A person. And okay, so that, okay, you said the viral video of the GameStop situation, right?
Oh, God, I saw that big white
the big
lady.
White dude, right?
Yeah, dude.
No, did you see that with those?
Yeah, I did.
And so now, was the GameStop person wrong?
Yes, the GameStop person was wrong.
How? Because he didn't, I mean, like, it was...
No, I'm talking about the customer.
Oh, okay.
The customer was wrong because of her actions, like getting violent.
But see, like, okay, I guess he wasn't really disguised good. So it was like, it's almost like, because even the lady that was like that when he was cussing, she was like, "Excuse me, sir, it's kids," and I don't think it was being malicious trying to say, it's just, I see a man. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like, I don't think, and he was like so offended, like, oh, like.
That's not normal. Like I said, like a lot of, she became violent, and that's not okay.
That's not okay.
Asking for respect is one thing, but becoming violent.
But
acting like a hood rat.
So the clerk, and so how should the clerk and the other customer have handled that?
So
they did misgender him.
Okay, so the clerk needs to be, because the clerk is at work.
Right.
I'm sorry, ma'am. That's it.
That's it with that.
The woman behind with the kids. What did she do? What did she say?
Because he got to snapping at the clerk.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Excuse me, sir, my kid right here. So please stop cussing."
She should have minded her fucking business or got her kids away from that. Any type of violent situation.
Get your kids out of there.
Get your kids out of there. Excuse me. Ain't the motherfucker bigger than you? Get your kids out of there.
I can't argue with that. God damn it. I'm trying to make an argument about it. You get your kids out of there. Okay. And so, but you gotta understand though, it's gonna be about
people are gonna they misgender her. They call her sir, and we be like, huh, that's funny. It's a girl.
Okay, but does she want to be I don't know what.
No, she don't want to be a man. But I mean, there's a lot of studs out here that get misgendered, and if you get your panties in a bunch about that shit, you need to rethink life because you're dressed as a man, you look like a man. This store clerk that's been interacting with 200 plus people a day is not trying to fuck with you, okay?
Right. It ain't just you, right?
Yeah.
So,
thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
And keep it moving. And so that happens though. So when you dealing with a stud, I seen one of the homies in the hood. She a stud. Got out of jail, had a girlfriend, and ended up pregnant again. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like this is. I don't think she wanted to be a man, but do most studs want to be men?
So no. A lot of studs are studs for different reasons. Some women are unattractive, and in a lesbian community, if you a stud and unattractive, that's just like being Rick Ross or Biggie Smalls. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't gotta be cute to be a stud in the gay community. So some of them are unattractive. Some of them, they like to dress. They feel comfortable dressing like that. They've been dressing like that since they were kids. Tomboys, you know, and it just so happens that they're gay.
But most tomboys I know didn't turn out gay.
Right, that's why I said some.
I'll say maybe 2 out of 10.
Okay, that's very fair. You know, some studs dress like a boy because it's easier to get women that way when you dress like a guy.
Okay.
So, you know, everybody got different reasons. Some want to be a man.
Some want to be a man. Do you think society does turn people gay?
Yeah.
So that's there. That element is there too.
Yes.
Cause I knew a guy, and he was. I believe people born less masculine or less feminine, or more masculine or more feminine.
Okay. Yeah.
Vice versa. So a man could be a little less masculine born and be a little finicky. All right, but I don't think that necessarily gives him a preference, right?
Right.
But I've seen a little boy who was like that, called gay everywhere he went. Okay. And I think that turned him gay. Because I think he tried to have a girlfriend, school, everywhere he went, everybody called him gay. Because he was finicky. You know what I mean? And so everywhere, you gay, oh, you gay, you gay, you gay. Oh, you gay. He went home, you gay, he was your head, shut your gay ass up. You know what I mean? Like, I think, I really think everybody convinced him.
That's possible.
That's possible? Okay, all right. I just want to keep it real with that. You know what I mean? I don't know if people come out with these things. You know what I mean? If people like felt like some type of insecurities, and so I'll say, okay, I'm gay because I felt insecurities and I found a home here. If some people have, there's a lot of different things that people can go, but a lot of people don't be real with shit.
And that's why you're here.
That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So but I think. Is it better to say those things though and have those things on up front, like boom, so everybody shut the hell up asking you questions, and then people can say, well,
wait, is it better to what?
To be like real with that? Because a lot of people go back to they resort to say I was born that way. So that's might be another thing, because see, like the guy I'm talking about, he was actually born feminine.
Yeah, he was born feminine, but that doesn't mean he was born gay.
Right. And so. He, but like with the world telling him, oh, dude, that means you gay. If you your wrist limp, that means automatically. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, so maybe he think he was born that way. So that maybe that's instead of him saying that people convinced me of that. You got to go and say I was born that way. You understand what I'm saying?
That's when you got to be real with yourself.
But how
are you real with yourself?
How do you ask the person who is thinking he a woman is keeping it real? It's how do you even say how you keeping it real? How do you even get to that? You know what I mean? How you keeping it real with yourself? You understand that?
Yeah, I mean, but they know that.
Well, they know that. They would know that, but they wouldn't come out with it.
Some keep it real, like any other human being, gay, straight, whatever.
Right.
Some people full of shit. Most people are full of shit.
I think most people full of shit.
So
that's the bottom line. I think most people full of shit. You know what I mean? But I don't have. I got a gay family, cousins, all that people. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But I don't have conversations with them. I never even talk to them.
You should.
I don't want to, because I don't want to, because I am kind of conservative about it, and I don't want to be disrespectful. And I know and as long as I tell them I love them, you know what I mean, that's, you know what I mean, I don't really want to talk about the situation.
But you're not going to be talking about, like, if you be like, okay, so what's up with your gay? They're going to be like, shit, work was fucked up, this nigga get on my nerves, what? Nigga take out the garbage, like.
It's going to be the same shit, yeah, but.
What's up with your gay? That's it.
What's up with your gay?
You want to match your blood?
Simple things, right? You know what I'm saying? But no, I guess I never really cared about that to like have a dislike for them though. You know what I mean? So I never really had to have a conversation because I don't really care about it like that to where it don't got no bearing on our relationship at all whatsoever. You understand what I'm saying? But I do have my reserved feelings about it, and I'm sure they do. You know what I mean? Too, and we just never had an open conversation about it. That's all.
And you should.
Why?
I think you'll feel better. I think he'll feel better. He'll be like, what? Me? Okay, let's talk. And you'll be like,
I'm older than me, first of all.
He will love it.
And no. That's like my eldest, so I ain't gonna even, I don't even dare to cuss around my uncles, you know what I'm saying? Like
you're not gonna curse around him then, you're gonna respect him.
And then, you know what I'm saying?
Uncle, why you gay? Well, let me tell you, 1865. You know, I mean, that's what it's gonna be. They like to talk about, people like to talk about themselves.
And so I need to do that, because I do need a male perspective on this conversation. And I was hoping you could get a gay guy.
I'm looking.
I love gay guys. And so, but other than my uncle.
You said the ones that, you know, have a good presence.
Right, well, it's just being able to talk, you know what I mean, have a good conversation without being so touchy and offensive and being offended by every damn thing you say, because some people might have been, you know what I mean. I don't know, but I definitely appreciate you, Sue. If you have questions that you would like to ask the streets, contact us at askthestreetsmedia@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.